Well, I'm doing this nonsense again. My God, I need some healthier coping mechanisms. Oh boy. So I'm vlogging again. I hope you like the clever name of the vlog. 2020 Vision, because get it? You're seeing what I'm doing this year. It's literally the worst joke I could make. But I wanted to do this because I really need something to do and I need a venting place. And this does both, so sure. Essentially this vlog I'm going to be trying to do it for a year throughout 2020 just to see where things go, because this is, I guess, what you might describe as the most important year of my life. I finished university in August. I moved back home in August and I've been having a very bad time ever since without a job. So by making this video I will be essentially, I'm trying to get back on track because I am in a bad way. Essentially I've not had a job or anything to do for the better part of 4 months. I'm stuck on an employment dole and there is nobody hiring. Thanks Brexit. And I'm so neurotic. I'll talk about this later on in the vlog, but right now I just need to get stuff off my chest. Yeah. Essentially, I've been really struggling with mental health problems since I finished university. University was bad, but I'm a bit of a workaholic with nothing to do, and it's been very negatively impacting my life to the point where I'm virtually non-functional some days. So I need to kick myself into doing something or I'm going to just go a bit mental, which I'm already doing. So hooray! I've got a lot of stuff planned that fingers crossed happen. But man, I need a job. So, welcome to the 2020 Vision. And let's talk about me trying to get a job. Hey. So right now I'm setting up to film a minute of me reading a script to send to a company who need a presenter. This is my dream job. I want to become a television presenter. I want to scriptwrite and create and present documentaries. That's my dream. And I've been kind of doing that as a hobby for a while, but mental health gets in the way. So I've got this, which, fingers crossed, I can apply for. It's not a full-time job, it is a part-time job, but it's a job, and this is the first presenter job that really looks promising, because the problem with them is that it's such a small, teeny tiny market that it's hard to actually get a presenter job. 90% of them are voluntary only, which, sure, I do it already, but I need money. The other 10%, it's either super duper professional that you need years of experience in the business, completely against what I want to do, like doing sports, which I can't stand. I'm fat. And then there's very few that are very good, and this is one of the very good ones. So fingers crossed. Let's do that filming then. So it's midnight, and I am awake. I am wired right now. I guess it's Tuesday, but I'm not going to count that until I've slept and woken up. Because I don't see it as another day until I've done that. But it's technically New Year's Eve. But I'm wired because I'm, again, suffering from... Let's adjust this camera. That's better. Yeah, there we go. But again, I've got psychosomatic symptoms. And I don't want to say what they are. Talking about what they are makes them worse. I think this is going to be the reality of this vlog, is that I'm dealing with a lot. Check out these permanent shadows under my eyes. I don't sleep more than 4 hours a night. So I'm an insomniac. But I'm tired. And I can tell I'm bodily tired, but mentally I'm wide awake. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning now. And that side effects of anxiety I was telling you about, where you stop being hungry, has come to bite me in the backside because I calmed down, relaxed, and immediately got hit with the hunger of not eating for 8 hours. Oh, whoops. So I need to eat. And I realised I also had some meds without eating, which is a bad idea. So I'm just going to make myself a small bite to eat. But if I eat too much and lie down afterwards, I can't breathe. So I need to make a small meal. And there's leftovers either, so I'll just...
my life by being in the wrong direction of wind. Yeah. But I did intentionally dip my finger into some ashes when I was in sixth form. So I was like 16, and my friend was like, "I have a jar of my aunt's ashes.
New
Do
Year's.
you want to taste it?" And I went, "Well, yeah." And you know what? It was spicy.
It's almost New Year's. Do you want to say anything for 2020?
Carried off. Brilliant.
Last decade's been wank, and let's hope the next one's going to be better. So I think we should all agree it's going to be a crock of shit.
Elliot's very secretive. Well, no, it's like you keep asking.
Relatable.
Exactly.
This is actually what we're doing before New Year's. We live exciting lives. I always thought as an adult I'd been doing exciting things like getting absolutely smashed on New Year's or driving around like a maniac on New Year's. No, we're watching fucking Tom Scar.
Yeah, because we're both adults and we're both on
It wasn't that bad. It was really bad on the phone.
antidepressants.
So many drugs.
It stops us from drinking alcohol.
All the pills. These are actually my pills.
And they're licensed.
Yeah.
Mine aren't. No, like mine, like...
Dun, dun, dun.
Seriously, like my hormone medication is not licensed in the UK. You have to sign a waiver form when you take it, which basically says if you die of like breast cancer, heart attack, stroke, blood clots, whatever, that's all on you.
It's true, actually, it's true.
So that's what they don't teach you, like when you kind of like transition in.
Welcome to the exciting lives of us 22-year-olds. Hey! But seriously, it's almost New Year's, and fireworks have already begun, and Bob's so upset.
We've got 2 years until New Year's.
Wait, what? 2 years until New Year's?
Not 2 years, 2 hours.
You said 2 years until New Year's. Replay that clip.
We've got 2 years until New Year's. I said 2 years to New Year's.
Yeah, you did.
No, okay, we've got an hour and 50 minutes.
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
It's time.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Welcome to the 20s!
It's the 20s again.
Mass unemployment, recession,
Don't.
Great Depression, rise of another Third Reich, because, you know, fucking everyone hates each other.
I wanted the nice architecture and music.
Oh, you mean
Stop making it sad.
You mean Art Deco?
Yeah, I want Art Deco back.
Art Deco is fucking
Art Deco is good. Hey, future me, how about you hate yourself and make a compilation of your favourite Art Deco stuff? Go!
I'm gonna hate myself in the future for doing that because I know exactly what I'm gonna do. But it's the future.
It's the future. The future is now.
Happy New Year.
Happy
I
New
just
Year.
accidentally put my finger straight in your ear. Get up.
I know when I've got an ear infection, well done.
You okay there, buddy? In my clothes? I've forgotten to put away because I'm lazy. Alright. So kicking off the year, I've not done anything of note at all. I've done nothing all day. I woke up at B's and had leftover takeaway, which was kind of rubbish. It was probably one of the less good Chinese takeaways. It's kind of like Chinese is like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still good. But this was bad. On the bad side. So, yeah. I'm very tired. I want to sleep. And I'm in that horrible danger zone. I'm really sleepy. But at the moment I go to bed, I'm going to wake up straight away and I'm going to be in bed for like 3 hours until I actually sleep. I have meds and they've kicked in, so I know this tired isn't because I can sleep tired, it's because the meds have kicked in tired, which is a very different kind of ball game. So I'm just chilling. Hate mixing meds around because they change how I do day to day. But without them, I cannot function. So whippy disabled life. Keep calm, guys. I'm only 60. I'm only 60 this year. I'm just kidding, I'm 22, but I just feel really old. So, it being... what day is it? Thursday. I gotta go to the job centre today, which I'm not happy about. I don't have a job, so I'm on the dole. So, I'm at the job centre every week. And I hate it because I've barely done... I did do 35 hours a week, but I barely applied for jobs because there aren't any jobs because it's between Christmas and New Year, so that's great. So I'm going to go there and probably get yelled at, but I just really need a job. I hate going to the job centre. I also haven't showered in like 3 days, that's nasty. I know I can always tell when my mental health dips because I just stop showering, and this is like a common symptom for everybody else. It's not that I purposely don't shower, I just forget to. Which ironically, one of the best things to do to help my mental health is shower, so it's one of those nasty self-destroying habits that comes up. So I wanted to shower beforehand, but I spent too long making my breakfast, so whoops, now I'm going to have to shower when I get back. Hey! Also, yes, that is an ally flag. I wore that at Pride. Because I was at Pride this year. And, yeah. I am aggressively... I'm not going to make that joke. I made the joke that somebody once said to me, say, well, what is the straight Pride parade? And I says, straight Pride parade is just traffic, mate. It's just traffic. I did get told that, yes, maybe representing the straights, but I don't think they need any more representation. Neither do I. I don't think we need any more representation. Kind of everywhere. So I'm editing Frier's 2020 Vision, and wow, you can tell the days when I had the camera in front of me that I was bad. Like, the thing is, being a camera isn't like speaking to a person. I've got a very fake face, and my god, you can like. What I mean is, like, when I'm talking to somebody, I'm very good at like not showing that I'm doing badly. And on the camera I'm good, but the moment I know in my head I'm going to cut, my face just goes from like, to, wow, I did not realise. That's bad. Yeah, like you can just tell that when I'm losing it a little bit. That's not fun. It's not fun at all. I've done a lot of whining. I need to cut down this whining because there's a lot of just whining. I'm really miserable all the time. Oh god. Mate, of all the fucking times I left my camera at home, it's the only walk I've ever had that's been mildly interesting. The entire of Wealden Brothers is on fire, and there is a massive oil refinery right across the street. Oh dear, that's a big fire. I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to play out, because if Crown Oil goes up, there's going to be a crater, just a straight up crater where that fire is. You see, the self-destructive side of me wants to go and have a look, but the side of me that my friends keep trying to talk to, the logical side that barely exists, says that if I stand here, I'm less likely to get blown up. I flogged down my mum, the whole hotel's on fire. I hope they're okay.
People have got out of
Yeah. Oh boy, that's a...
No, it's not the hotel.
Behind the hotel? What is it that's on fire? Okay, so, hi Mum. This is the one time I didn't bring my camera with me. I have my camera on me all the time. That's Pimmole scrapyard, and all the other scrapyards have gone up in one go. That's a big fire. That's tyres that are on fire right there. Jesus. Now.
I don't think we would do the this way. Flames are just about jumping over the top of the house now, not far off from where we're standing.
That's a big fire.
You see that there?
Oh, I just saw magnesium go up. I don't know if I'll be able to call that video, but that was magnesium that went up. So, oh no, that's a stack of wheels, magnesium alloy wheels.
Yeah.
We should probably go because that's going to get big. I mean, I definitely got the right date. Very bright day. I'm going to go get my hair cut because it's a bit of a mop at the moment. Ugh, I hate haircuts. So much effort. What do you think of me new do? I'm trying out a new style. I've never had this done before. I've had my hair shoulder length. I've had my hair shaved. I've never dyed it, but I do want to do that, but I don't want to do it while I'm job hunting. But I've never had it styled like this before, and this is new. I'm never sure about haircuts when I first have them because I hate them, but that was pretty decent. I'm now going to go get myself some multivitamins and other stuff because a promise I made to myself. In fact, I'll show the picture just to reiterate, but this is how I looked when I finished university. And I was a state. I was massive, weighed over 100 kilos. I had eye bags that were so rich they could be Gucci. And I was on crutches because I wasn't looking after my body and my disability had flared up so badly. I can walk now properly-ish. I've got a limp that people can see, and I'm never quite so strong on my left side, but yeah. But I want to look after myself a bit better, so I'm going to Morrison's to get some proper moisturising cream and some multivits. Because even if I'm really bad at looking after myself, I've not necessarily made a New Year's pledge because I'm rubbish at keeping them, but I just want to make myself a bit better. Yeah. So I'm a little apprehensive, not just because I'm anxiety, stressed, but this is my car, warming up, I'm very low tick over, because I'm going to drive it. Now, I'm not driving it on the road, per se. I live on a cul-de-sac street, and the car's taxed and insured and everything. I'm just going to take it up and down the road a few times to get everything to move, because it hasn't moved since October. Since the first week of October when I took it off the road, it hasn't moved, and it's still taxed, it's still insured, so I can move it on the road. What's cracked underneath isn't actually the suspension. It is, but it's the tie bar, it's the metal around the tie bar that's gone. So there's no bumps and speed bumps, so it's safe taking it up and down here. But I'm not filming Project Daily Drive today, but I am filming the intro, which should be funny. It's quite bright. I haven't driven this car since October, and that makes me sad. Welcome to the inside of my car. So, this is a job I've been terrified of since I've had the car. This is the sill cover, and behind here should be a slotted piece of metal, and these rot out first on cars. Now when I bought the car I was told that this would be solid. This was a solid part and had been recently welded, but I've never taken it off and I'm freaking out. I need to take these off because I can't take the other side off because it's been welded on by a previous welder. If this sills are shot, then I don't know. So let's take it off, let's see how bad these are. Right, I've taken the sill cover off and that doesn't really look good. So, this is one bolt. So stuck. But, gotta get that bolt off. But, it's not good. Alright, this is free now. Best case scenario, I see some slightly dirty but solid sills. Worst case scenario, there's no sills left. My cat has crawled in here. I don't know why. Let's have a look. Ah, shit. Well, actually... Alright, so it looks really grimy, but I haven't got a screwdriver handy. Give me a bit. It's not... You know what? I was honestly expecting much worse. It's bad, don't get me wrong, it's bad. But if I strip this myself, de-rust it, pretty savable. So it wasn't a lie, there was new metal cut in. That's been replaced. That's a big job though. But I think with a couple of days work, what's worrying me more is this back there, but it seems solid. Oh, thank God. I mean, it's bad, but if I've seen people take this off where this is gone, and if that happened, the car was going. Oh boy. Okay. I'm sorry that this bit's going in more unprofessional, but this was... So there is good news and bad news. The bad news is it has gone through here. That's where it's gone. If I poke that hard enough, you can see there's tiny holes, but I knew about that. I knew that it had gone there because it had gone here. But the good news is it isn't actually really bad. The bad news is it does need work. But the good news is it's solid. All the way along. Sorry, I'm not getting this very well on camera, but I'm so happy it's not rotted out. It's bad, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, this is nasty. But it has been replaced in at least the past few years, so it doesn't need replacing. It's going to need work though. I'm going to have to get in here with a wire brush, because it's definitely bad in there, but that's because of the chassis leg end. But it's bad, but it's not, it needs replacing now bad. It is, I can de-rust this, work on it, and in a few years' time come back to and do a proper job. When I know how to weld. Oh, thank God. This is the most northern workshop gear I've ever seen. So, depending on who you ask, which one of my mates you ask, which makes it sound like I've got a lot of mates, when I do have a fair few mates, but I do not have like a million friends. But depending on who you ask, people will say I'm either the best well-dressed person they've ever met, or a stinky gremlin. And they're both right. It just depends on context. If I go out, like if I'm on a night out, or if I go out, or if I'm at work, or if I was at uni, I would dress well. I'd wear, I was famous for wearing waistcoats and watch chains and ties and well-ironed pants and stuff like that. For the most part, I like that look. What I really like is that look. It's a shame that I got too fat for my favourite grey waistcoat, because I used to wear grey waistcoat and grey jeans, and it was a good look. But the other half, the other side of people who will know me, know that I just live in sweatpants all the time. I just live in sweatpants. I love sweatpants. I hate pants, but I've run out of sweatpants. I haven't done my washing in a while, because I live at home, but I do all my own washing. I keep it all separate, because that's only fair, It's only fair for me to keep all my washing separate. And I'm down to my last pair of sweatpants. Well, last two pairs specifically. And this was because I asked my dad to give me some sweatpants, and bless him, he did. But there's a certain type of material I can't stand, because I've got very dry kind of skin. It just catches on my hands, and I can't stand it. It's like nails on a chalkboard, and I hate them. I hate them so much. And I tried to put them on, and honestly, the feeling of wearing pants is better than wearing those things. I'm just going to give them to a charity shop. I hate them. Look, I have got some nice new sweatpants, but they're all in the wash. I bought a brand new pair that were really nice and immediately spilled coffee on them. So mad. But the good news is that this hair, I like this. I like this haircut. You know what? I think it's pretty good. I've never had it like this, but I am coming to like it. So, I'm a little annoyed. It's Saturday now. And I'm a bit grouchy because I've got an itch to work on my car. The problem with not having a garage and not having any shelter overhead is that I can't work in all weathers, and also I lock up in the cold. So I spent most of yesterday, which was a nice breezy day, working on the car. Basically, I was preparing for Project Daily Drive. I wanted to check something behind the scenes before I did the proper episode, which would be much better. A bit of a secret to Project Daily Drive is quite often, if I'm doing a job, I'll at least partially do it beforehand so I know what I'm doing. Which makes the videos better than me fumbling around and not knowing what I'm doing. You can tell the ones where I didn't know what I was doing versus the ones I knew what I was doing. You can always tell, but I want to work on the car. I want to get those sills cleaned up and de-rusted and repaired. But it's wet, and the thing is, the big problem is that I'm going to have to do a small bit of welding on a small section. Like, I haven't confirmed it because I want to do that in the episode, but I know that I'll have to take out the welder, so I need to make sure it's dry. And also, I want to work on the car, but it's too damp to work on it because I'm working on metal work and I'm using electrics, and it's just annoying because I'd have to get underneath the car, and I know that if I tried to make Project Daily Drive in this, it would be a much worse product, but also I would not enjoy making it as much because I'll hurt myself because it's really cold and damp, and I got a message. But yeah, that's really annoying. So yeah, but I am very happy that the car is in better condition than I actually suspected, even though it is in bad condition. So I'm going to spend all day job searching instead, which is really boring, but I have to do it. Mate, this is the laziest paint job I've ever seen. Could you not be bothered to clip the plant away? Was it really necessary to paint the plant that's sticking out of this fence? Mate. Well, I'm going to keep this one short and brief because I've cut out a lot of the talks about anxiety because the video was getting quite long, and a lot of it was just really whiny and very disconnected. But this is something I do want to put in the vlog going forward. I suffer from anxiety. Specifically, I suffer from anxiety very physically. Because I'm a workaholic and I haven't got a job and I haven't got anything to do. And when I do things, it's not enough. You know, I've got an itch constantly under my skin to be doing things, and I haven't got anything to do that would scratch that. You know, I'm going to workshop, haven't got a lot of stuff, and the stuff that I can do, I can only do outside, and it's cold and it's wet and it's horrible. But basically, the worst thing about anxiety is something called psychosomatic symptoms, psychosomatic anything, which is basically my body making up stuff. I'm not a doctor or a psychologist, but essentially I have a trigger when it comes to my anxiety, which is my health. And it gets bad. It gets real bad. And any aches and pains and funniness will spiral to the point where if I'm on my own, I focus on that hard line. And it's really dumb because for about a month, or more than a month, but a month and a half, 2 months, I suffered from horrible chest pains. Turns out I'd injured my shoulders, and because anxiety makes you feel like you've got bands around your chest, it was coming out with very similar symptoms to pleurisy. But obviously I don't have that. I had all the tests, had all the blood tests, had everything done, I'm perfectly healthy, it's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong. I now have another symptom, which, because I read something, and it's something that I cannot possibly ever have, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's just, with my anxiety, I'm at 90% all the time. Try to keep it as low as possible. Because I went from working every day on university work and having a job to nothing. Like, having a flat, having a job, having university work, to nothing. You know, moving back home with no job, finishing uni in the space of a week. And I didn't adjust well. And I still haven't adjusted well. And it's January, and I'm just applying for jobs all the time. And nobody's hiring, so that's great. Yeah, it's almost midnight, and I'm really mad that I haven't got anything better to do. You know, that's the end of the day. And I can see stuff around me that I want to be working on. Literally there is my spare Morris Minor gearbox that I still haven't broken down. It's in my bedroom, just chilling. Hooray. Anyway, yeah. Good start this week. Oh man, so the end of the week, it's Sunday, and I just watched the Invader Zim Enter the Schlorpus movie. I don't know how that's pronounced. This lighting is amazing, isn't it? Let's just push the camera so that it can... That didn't help. Sod it. I don't care. I'm tired. It's midnight. Technically, it's already Monday, but sod it. Doesn't count until I'm asleep. So, I just watched the Invader Zim movie with my friend who lives in Ireland. She's got me really into Invader Zim recently, and I don't want to get into it. I don't say that in a bad way. I say that in a way it's a cancelled. Invader Zim was cancelled over a decade ago, and it's been made into comics, and the movie came out recently. But I have a thing with unfinished stuff. I can't watch something that's never finished. Something either needs to be in progress with an end in sight, or actually finished for me to watch it. It's kind of the reason I won't watch anime. That sounds really pathetic, but what I mean is that a lot of anime I only watch dubbed, and there's been so many cases of animes that I'm interested in. Like series 1 and 2 has got a dub, and then series 3, 4 and 5 don't have dubs, and I can't watch that. That's annoying to me, and I'm tired and I'm rambling. But yeah, I've gotten into Invader Zim and I love it, but it just makes me sad that it's never going to be finished. Although the movie did come out not that long ago, so there may be hope. And apparently the comics are really good, and the comics are continuing the planned storyline. That's cool. But I'm so tired. I'm really tired. I need to sleep. So, this was the first week of my stupid vlog. So, I'll see you later in the year. Such a rubbish way of ending the vlog. Bye.